we talk about something like Revelation, I think we need to maybe sometimes fast forward to the end of the story so that people know there's a happy ending. You know, after all of this, whatever it looks like, tribulation, return, suffering, resurrections, there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. I mean, Revelation 21 talks about this, and I probably read a passage out of that at every funeral I do about there will be no more crying or pain or suffering, but all things will be made new, especially for those who are in Christ. And I think we have a lot of different ideas about what heaven's going to be like. I think we think heaven's out there somewhere, but I think really what Revelation lands on is this new heaven and new earth are going to be together, and it's going to be like it was intended to be in the first 2 chapters of Genesis, right here on earth. Now, I don't know how God's going to fit all the people. That's above my pay grade, but it's going to be a lot like life now, but without all the brokenness, because the whole reason for him is to return, and having to pass judgment on earth is to fix it and to make what is broken unbroken and better and good and eternal like it was intended to be. And maybe talk about that a little bit, because that's what I want to leave people with, is the fact that this has got a happy ending, but there's some tough stuff between now and then.
Yeah, and you think about how Genesis starts and God's creation, and it was good, and they walked in this garden, and there wasn't death, there wasn't sorrow, there wasn't sin, there wasn't hunger, all of the things that we're plagued with in our lives. And God has been working to see that all restored, just like it was. The right relationship with each other. Adam and Eve had the right relationship with each other, and they had a right relationship with God. And they enjoyed that fellowship and that unity. And so God has been working to redeem all this. And so that's why it's described as a new heaven and new earth. This one is broken beyond repair. And so God is going to make a new heaven and a new earth. And that's going to be for our enjoyment and his eternal purposes.
Well, you think about it, our feet will actually touch the ground. We'll eat, we'll drink, we'll dance, we'll know each other. And I think that's what people worry about. It's like, well, are we just going to be these spirits floating around? No, like I said, it's going to be here but perfect. I think about it, I love to snow ski, and I always joke that heaven's going to be like 72 and sunny with 3 feet of fresh powder. Well, you're never going to get that in this broken world, but maybe in heaven I'll luck out. So that's probably not everybody's version of heaven, but it's going to be amazing, not disappointing, and it's going to be a lot like this, but the way it was intended to be originally. And that's really the whole purpose for why Revelation exists, to show us how that's going to transpire and how God's going to fix what got broken in Genesis chapter 3.